Got to get that spiritual workout in the morning. Welcome back. That, of course, was a joke. Our special effects are very low budget, so hope you like that. But the truth is, we can work out certain parts of the brain, certain skills. We can work out and get stronger and stronger and stronger, and then take that skill and plug it into our meditation and have a profound effect. And one of the muscles we can work is actually the eyes, the skill of dilating the eyes. And so the first way to learn to do this, perhaps the very best, is Hakalau, which is a technology from the ancient Hawaiian kahuna. And so they would pick one point in front of them. They would pick one point and then put all their attention there. And while they're staring at that one point, they would become aware of everything on one side and everything on the other side. So looking at one point, and they open up, dilate their eyes, and become aware of their entire peripheral vision. And that's it. That's the meditation. And then you walk around just like that. Don't drive a car or operate heavy machinery, please. But that's the skill. And so another way that I talk about getting into this spatial perception is to split your attention in meditation. So become aware of the feeling in one hand and the feeling in the other hand. And now you're splitting your attention. You're becoming aware. You're using a dual driver, which is the right brain, rather than a single driver, which is the left brain. So left brain goes like this. The right brain goes like this. Left brain takes in one thing. Right brain takes in everything. And that's the perception we want to get into. We want to get into that right hippocampus. So splitting our attention puts us into automatically spatial awareness. And so that's the same thing. It's driving you to the same place, which is the right hippocampus. Okay? So now we have two technologies for doing that, right? So here's a third. We go out and we just stare at the sky. And a strange thing will happen when you stare at the sky. You'll notice that your left brain, which is already in operation, right? It tries to come in and encapsulate that sky. It says, I'm going to shrink it down into this one little corner, and that's going to be your perception of the sky. That's it. We just encapsulated the sky. We don't need to know anything else about the sky, right? Because that's the left brain's job. And without it, we would be overloaded every day. So thank God we have a left brain. It's very, very good. But for meditation, we want to say, okay, that's great. You did your job. Let's sit right there. And we're going to come over here and work with our right brain. And so you're going to feel that tendency to want to shrink down the sky. And you have to resist the temptation to fall into that hole. And instead, keep expanding and expanding and expanding until you begin to really take in and behold the wonder of a beautiful blue sky or cloudy sky, whatever it is. Just take in that sky as it is. And that's another phrase for the right brain. It just takes in everything as it is. It is the observer. Everybody's talking about be the observer, this is why. It's your right hippocampus. We're trying to slip into that perception. And it's so powerful. And so we can work at this either by walking around or sitting around in Hakalau. If you're at the doctor's office or you're at an appointment, you got 5 minutes, just sit there and test yourself. Can I go into Hakalau while I'm sitting here waiting for my appointment? So it's a great daily meditation, not while you're driving a car or operating heavy machinery, but every other time. It's a great, great meditation. And it teaches us this awareness, which takes in everything. And so if you do this in a conversation, you'll suddenly notice things coming from the other person that you might not have noticed otherwise, because you're taking in everything and not focusing on one thing and limiting yourself. And so this is a skill, and we can get stronger and stronger and stronger. And then perhaps after you've done your Kriya Yoga, you've done Om Japa in all of the chakras, right? And you're sitting in front of the spiritual eye. This is the time to use this skill. And if you think about it, we are letting go, right? Because the left brain wants to come down and encapsulate everything. This is the thing that I'm looking at, right? And the right brain says, no, we're going to take it all in its majestic glory. All of it, right? We're going to take it all in as it is and be the pure, undivided observer. That's the magic. And when you do that in front of the spiritual eye, great things will happen. And it doesn't have to be that you see the spiritual eye. It could be that you merely feel the spiritual eye. That's enough. When you feel a little bit withdrawn and you're standing in front of the spiritual eye and you use this skill that you've worked out every day, it's a beautiful thing. I was sitting down in front of a gentleman the other day, and I was demonstrating this for him, and he said, "Oh my God, you can dilate your eyes like nothing." I said, "Yeah, it's a wonderful skill, and this is the skill I want for you guys. This is what I want for you to have in your toolbox. So when you sit in front of the spiritual eye, you know how to surrender." What does that really mean? It means that you're stepping into the right brain. And that, my friends, is a glorious and beautiful thing. So, thanks for sticking around. I hope this was supremely valuable to you. If it was, be sure to hit that bell so I can see you guys next time. Take care.